Hello, thanks for checking out this video. I'm Nicholas Guillermo, founder of Activism Truth. This video is about who we are. Activism Truth is a broad coalition of activist-minded individuals from the left and the right who understand the corruption in government, that we know both major political parties are inherently corrupt. They both cater to the military-industrial complex, the Federal Reserve, the ultra-rich corporations, the globalists. We are people that are sick and tired of the degradation of our Bill of Rights and the Constitution, and we are ready to do something about it. We're ready to do something that no one else is doing, and instead of waiting for the politicians to fix the problems, we're ready to be proactive and fix them ourselves. Activism Truth promotes the ballot access solution. It's one solution you will not find many other organizations talking about. It's a solution that empowers the people to go beyond party politics and focus on issue-specific agenda that can truly save our country, that can save the republic, that can end corruption in government for good. The ballot access process, combined with a strategy promoted with Activism Truth, could create an unstoppable force, utilizing this technology that we have, our internet, our telecommunications. We can network together enough concerned people with like minds that we can create what I call a permanent ballot access network. A network of individuals that is so broad, we will actually have the strength in numbers that it requires to qualify any ballot access plebiscite we want practically overnight. If you're not familiar with that term, a plebiscite is any of the 5 major forms of ballot access issues that can be brought to the voters at the ballot that they can then vote on, and a majority vote turns those actions into the actual actions the state must then follow. We have the nullification rights with the referendum process. We have the initiative process to make our own laws. We have the recall process to kick politicians out of office sooner than their terms may technically expire. We have the nomination process to put independent-minded candidates on the ballot. We want to promote candidates who can bring together the libertarians and the Green parties and the disenfranchised Democrats and Republicans all together on one central, radical, centralist ticket that will get people to really start thinking about the big issues that the corporate media and the politicians are not addressing. And finally, one of the most exciting forms of ballot access is the citizens' right to citizen grand jury. And this will allow people to sue the bureaucrats, the politicians, the corrupt lawyers and judges, and corporations, and it will empower the people to bring legitimate lawsuits up and really begin to create some justice. But all these ideas are possible simultaneously. We don't have to focus on one issue specifically at a time. We can actually put a dozen or 20 or 30 plebiscites on the ballot all at the same time when we reach our critical mass. And that's what Activism Truth is about, and that's why we're unique, because we're focusing on building this critical mass to put any and all of the citizens' initiatives on the ballot at the same time. This will absolutely challenge all the corruption in government. It will let the voters have a type of direct democracy that puts us in power. Instead of waiting for politicians, we become the lawmakers. We can bypass the legislature with these rights. So we want to focus on, of course, the most important things we can, and that is going to require your participation and your vote within our group. We will host our own open source voting systems that are completely transparent. I could even just use a Google Docs format, for example, among all of our members, and that would allow us to see a vote amongst ourselves of what we feel are the top priority initiatives, referendums, recalls, and nominations we should put on the ballot. And when we all together have consensus on some of these items. When we have 100% consensus on even just a few of them, that's what we can move forward with. And so I promote some solutions that I've found out about that will absolutely help save this country. It will save the republic, and we're going to use direct democracy to do that. I want to save the constitutional republic. I want to replace all these greedy, narcissistic plutocrats that will willingly sign away your rights, supporting bills like the NDAA and the Patriot Act. And we're going to replace them with real constitutional candidates that people on the left and the right will support. And then we can really have a republic that represents the people again. We need candidates that don't take corporate money, and we could solve the problems in government with a few initiatives. We need to end corporate personhood. We need to have tangible ballots. We need to be able to make sure that every vote counts and it's visible to the public and they can see it with their naked eyes. And it's all done in public on the television and on the internet live and recorded, so anyone can watch the ballots being counted at any time. This needs to be a new aspect of American democracy. We need to have absolute transparency in the voting system. We need to stop lobbyist contributions, and ending corporate personhood could help aid that. We need to end corporate welfare. We need to end gerrymandering so politicians don't pick their favorite voters to be in their district, and they cannot rig the district lines. We need to end gerrymandering. We need to allow third-party candidates to have a real fair shot and create what I call, or what is known as, instant runoff voting or ranked choice voting. And this is a system that eliminates the whole spoiler vote effect. And I'm going to make videos on each of these subjects that go into more detail in the future. But for now, I'm just going to go over a few of the top priority campaigns that I would like to bring up that I hope entice you to join Activism Truth so that you can see us work together and build a broad coalition of people that have similar viewpoints, and that we could put these ideas on the ballot. And I'm going to be very bold about my opinions so that people know that this is not a game, and we need groups like the group I'm working to create to ensure that we can enhance liberty and freedom and justice for all. I want to see us have regulation over the Bar Association and corrupt lawyers and judges. Apparently, they cannot challenge each other in court. You will not find lawyers challenging judges for corruption charges or politicians for corruption charges, because the judges are so in this good old boys club that they'll just take away the lawyers' license to the bar and take away their livelihoods. And this makes it absolutely impossible to have a regulating. We cannot have a self-regulating legal system, and must have some other form of regulation. And we need to allow lawyers to be able to challenge each other. And one solution that I've heard of is actually just eliminating the Bar Association, having a different set of standards, or putting the Better Business Bureau, hopefully a more accountable Better Business Bureau, in charge of regulating the bar, because they're not currently regulated by the Better Business Association or Better Business Bureau. Those are some key issues. Also, for the environment, we need to legalize industrial hemp, get us off of dependency on oil. That's huge. This will reduce dependency on oil, because every diesel engine can run off of hemp. It can be retrofitted if it's a newer diesel engine. The older diesel engines can run off of it. Also, industrial hemp, makes fiber products, can make rope and clothes softer than cotton. We can also use it for paper. We can reduce dependency on old growth forests. And it's a cash crop. It's a major cash crop Canada is banking on. And if any one state legalizes industrial hemp, that will just save the economy. And it also makes a very valuable vegan food source, very highly nutritious vegan protein. And I strongly recommended that we encourage people to talk about all the uses of hemp. And it's not medical marijuana. It's not ganja at all that can get anyone high. It's a different strain of the plant that is also illegal under the Medical Marijuana Act that was passed in the early 1900s because the Dow Chemical, the DuPont, the Hearst paper manufacturers, the folks that practically own the newspapers, they made all the propaganda about it, and they lobbied the politicians to make all the plant illegal. but this would help reduce dependency on foreign oil and save the environment. So that is an absolute positive initiative. Also on the economy, just as legalizing industrial hemp would save the economy, we should also legalize holistic and alternative medicine. It's not technically illegal for a doctor to suggest you take supplements. If this is legal, this will create a huge boom for the economy and all the alternative and holistic health practices. And also on the economy, we need to have a sovereign banking system like North Dakota. You can check out Bill Still. He made a movie called The Secret of Oz. And in that movie, he talks about how the state of North Dakota has a sovereign, non-profit banking system. Basically, this bank takes its excess and puts it back into the state. It does not pay debt to the Federal Reserve. It funds job growth with mom and pop businesses and small businesses, and it helps fund students' educations. And it's absolutely a must-have. North Dakota is the only state in the country that is not spiraling into bankruptcy. It's because they have a sovereign state bank. They did not involve themselves in fractional reserve banking, and they are nullifying the Federal Reserve, and every state needs to do that. Until we can just get the president in that does it for us, we need to take our action in our own hands, be proactive, and nullify the Fed from our own states with our 10th Amendment and our right to ballot initiative. So let's start talking about these solutions. I could go on. There's a lot more really important solutions I could talk about, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope that I've enticed you to learn more. Please go to www.activismtruth.com, subscribe to this YouTube channel for updates, and join the independent forum. That way I can email you when there are important updates that you need to know about. And most importantly, share this video with others, because when enough people join the forum, we're going to start building towards our critical mass. It's starting out small, but every big major movement starts out with a few dedicated individuals. So I'm just helping to lead that way. I hope others pick up where I left off. Please watch my other YouTube videos, especially the introduction video. And thank you for your time.